Why are homes so expensive in Las Vegas right now? There's four main reasons, and I'm gonna break it all down for you. First and foremost is land. Las Vegas's remaining land that could be developed is almost all controlled by the federal government, or more accurately, the Bureau of Land Management. The Valley has the distinction of having the most land controlled by the government in its metro out of any American city. A recent report estimates there's approximately 85,000 acres sitting vacant right now, land that could be used to build infill homes and help alleviate the city's housing crisis, but it's not. Back in 1998, the BLM passed the Southern Nevada Public Lands Management Act with the clear goal of offloading land in the valley for development. This never happened, and the BLM has actually increased its ownership of land over the years across the entire state of Nevada. This all boils down to the underlying fundamental truth of economics: supply and demand. A lack of land to build means less homes for sale, driving up the price of existing ones in the process. The BLM does auction off land. However, home builders say the price they want for the land is too high, and that makes building affordable homes tougher. 2, interest rates. When rates bottomed out during the pandemic due to COVID-19 lockdowns and restrictions, Las Vegas homeowners jumped at the chance to refinance their mortgage rates. Las Vegas also saw a buyer frenzy, as low rates meant a low monthly payment, which means more homes were affordable for average people. Now rates are higher, jacked up to stem inflation caused by the government pumping money into the economy and supply chain issues from the pandemic. And this has invariably pushed mortgage rates up as well. Mortgage rates generally follow the direction of the 10-year Treasury yield, since both reflect investor expectations about future interest rates and inflation. But they're not set by it directly. They're actually based on the mortgage bond market, which tends to move in tandem with treasuries. What does this mean for a potential home buyer right now? Well, if you're comparing a monthly mortgage payment today as opposed to during the pandemic, you could be looking at an extra $1,000 a month potentially, which not a lot of people can afford right now. This has also invariably locked a lot of homeowners into their houses, as they don't want to sell and give up the rate they got during the pandemic. 3, everyone's favorite person, the California buyer. Californians have long made up a significant portion of purchasers of Las Vegas homes, and that went into overdrive during the pandemic when remote work was all the rage. Californians have always had more purchasing power than Nevadans, given the state's average wage is much higher and the cost of an average house is way more expensive. So to break it down, if you own a house in LA that is worth $1 million, you can move to Las Vegas and buy something cheaper and outbid locals in the process. Finally, last but not least, is corporate investors. Wall Street has long been a player in Las Vegas's housing market, dating all the way back to the wake of the 2008 Great Recession. These companies buy Las Vegas homes and turn them into permanent rental properties, further squeezing the resale market by, you guessed it, putting pressure on supply and demand. So, if you're wondering why the average cost of a house right now in the Valley is close to $500,000, close to double what it was before the pandemic started, consider yourself properly informed, and welcome to Las Vegas's housing crisis in 2025.